Alright, you guys, in the bottom left of Dusk Towers, spawning as the Green Zerg from Strategic Innovation, we have DaGrassAssn. And in the top right, under the banner of PasT Gaming, as the Teal Terran, we have GiveMeCake. So we'll have to see what builds they decide to go for here. Hatch First tends to be the standard here for the Zerg player, while a Reaper Expand tends to be the standard for the Terran player. But there are some weird little builds you can go for, and this early drone moving out, it could put down a hatchery somewhere and possibly build Ravagers or something. That's always a possibility. But looks like for now the drone's moving up here into the main base of GiveMeCake, attacking this SCV, trying to get some harassment with it, slow down the process a little. But it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do anything. Oh wait, I was going to say that SCV was paused for a second. He has done a slight amount of damage. But it looks like the drone's just going to move out of here. Decides to leave. He's got a train of SCVs following. One decides to go back home. And crisis has been averted. No hatchery was planted, so that's a good thing. And we got a little SCV train moved across. So let's look at what GiveMeCake is doing here. So it looks like he's going for a gasless opener into a command center. And then we'll probably see a double gas here come down very shortly. Yep, there we go. Okay. And then probably factory pretty soon. But yeah, just Marines here for a little while from GiveMeCake. So his scouting potential is limited to this SCV and the SCV alone. And he currently sees that there are only drones in production, and that his opponent is also going for a gasless opener. So both players going for a gasless opener. No early aggression or cheese from either player as a result. And the SCV is just gonna go to the third actually. Maybe build I was gonna say maybe build an engineering bay. Sometimes people do that. But not this time. So third CC in production here already for GiveMeCake. A greedy opener, but he's scouted his opponent and sees that there's no geyser here for the Zerg player. So it's pretty safe to go for this third command center. It's not like you have any sort of Bane Bust on the way or any roaches or anything like that. But I would like to see him produce a Marine. I think that's somewhat of a slip up. Yep, okay. Good, it's on the way. Excellent. But both players just droning up here. DaGrassAssn not going for a third base, instead opting for a double geyser. That's an interesting play. Might see some roaches here. Certainly possible. Oh man, the barracks lifts up right at the wrong time. The Marine is exposed. It lands, but now the reactor's under fire. The Marine's about to die. He needs to pull SCVs. And it looks like the Marine's going to survive. The reactor gets canceled. No, actually, it got killed. He's going to have to rebuild it. And we got a reactor coming down on the factory instead. So, Marine was killed, and now it's just SCVs versus these few Lings. It's like they're trying to get as much damage as they possibly can. Take out one more SCV, and they're just going to poke around here until they get taken out here by this SCV train. Pretty big damage there. Lots of mining time lost. Looks like the command center has been slightly delayed, and the reactor was definitely delayed here for the factory. So it could have been a lot worse. Say DaGrassAssn made like, what, 10 Lings and got them all in right then? That was a good move, definitely. Got really lucky there. So second factory coming down here for GiveMeCake. Going for some sort of mech play. We're going to see, we see a starport coming down. So we're definitely going to see some Hellions. They're going to be popping out here soon, and probably some tanks. In the Zerg side of things, we've got a Roach Worm, we've got +1/+1. And we see a 4 geyser Zerg, so this is indicative of a Roach timing, as he's going to have extra gas to be able to pump out those Ravagers. Creep spread going along pretty nicely here. And the second command center finishes up. We'll have to see what he does with that. Swaps it out. Alright, so we've got 2 factories producing Hellions. That is interesting. And what are we going to do with this starport? Liberator. Is there an armory on the way? There isn't. There might be soon. We could be seeing a Hellbat Liberator timing. Definitely possible. Creep spread moving out here pretty nicely. Let's say DaGrassAssn doing really well on his creep spread here. And like I said before, we got this one Liberator on the way. Hellions moving out. Gonna look to put on some pressure. They could definitely take out these two queens. But we do have 8 roaches on the way, you guys. So 10 roaches. So these Hellions are essentially going to be worthless. They're going to have to suicide into the mineral line to even have a chance of doing any damage. So we'll have to see what he decides to do. We do have Widow Mines in production. But Queen's getting targeted down here. Some roaches. Never what you want to see as a Terran player. And looks like he was going to go for it, but there happened to be another group of roaches in the way, and he decides to pull back instead of lose them. A smart move. Liberator moving over here. But this has been scouted by the Overlord, and we should see some Ravagers in production here to be able to stop this. But no, the roaches are actually just moving out. So this Liberator is going to be able to come in and probably into the natural expansion uncontested. But we have a pretty sizable amount of roaches here moving across the map here for DaGrassAssn and Strategic Innovation. We'll have to see if these Widow Mines are enough to take it out. But I don't think so. I think he could have pushed in there personally. He's going to lose a lot of roaches, but he now has a window to do some damage. 2 more Widow Mines come in. They need to burrow. They're not burrowing. And the Widow Mines go down. Now this 3rd base is under attack. Liberator's over here taking out some drones. 4 drones have been killed. 2nd Liberator comes down. Marauders are getting targeted. And the roaches look like they're going to retreat. Nope, they're actually taking them out. Taking out the Widow Mines. Good Overseer. Very, very clutch Overseer timing. But it gets taken out. And now these Widow Mines on the high ground, they cannot be targeted. As long as this Liberator sieges, I think you'll be able to hold this. Ooh, Widow Mine hits the Liberator twice. And roaches are now here in the main base of GiveMeCake. Liberator scrambling, trying to siege up and take these out. We got Hellions in production. I don't know if that was the best decision. It looks like this Liberator's got 4 kills. And Marauder moving up here, trying to take out these roaches. They're taking out the SCVs. Nope, they're going down. Very good harass here from DaGrassAssn. Lots of Widow Mines have been killed. We check the units lost tab here. Currently in favor of the Zerg player from Strategic Innovation. And it looks like the roaches are finally taken out. Very good attack from him. During that, he was able to drone up. Oh, actually, did he kill it? Oh, okay, he did. He killed the Liberator, and looks like he's got some idle workers. But he was able to drone up his 3rd base, so he's in a pretty good position. Both players about on equal footing. Need to see a 4th base come down here for the Zerg player, and a 4th CC wouldn't be a bad idea as well. But we have a huge amount of production for GiveMeCake. So it looks like he's looking to make a whole bunch of Marines behind this. Go for some sort of timing attack. Let's check his upgrades. What's he got going for that? So we have no upgrades for our Terran player, GiveMeCake. We have 2-1 here for our Zerg player. That's going to play a huge role in the engagement. Definitely not looking good here in terms of upgrades for GiveMeCake. He's going to need a really crippling engagement against DaGrassAssn in order to take him out, which could happen with Widow Mines. Definitely. Well, we got a Liberator sieging up, putting down his 4th command center. 4th base going down here for DaGrassAssn. And just continuing to creep spread. We got Liberators splitting out across the map, heading out to go and do some harassment damage. This Liberator here is already weak, so probably won't be able to get too much damage done. Looks like he's going to bring it back home, give it some repairs. Didn't realize that he sent it out slightly weakened. So, just waiting for them to make a decision on whether they're ready to attack or not. I would say from an upgrade perspective, we got DaGrassAssn doing really well. In terms of production potential, I think GiveMeCake has got that with all these barracks, bunch of factories. I think he's going to be doing really well on the production front here very soon. So his supply is starting to spiral out of control. Without upgrades, though, I'm a little concerned for him. As long as he's able to hold out at least until 1-1 is done, I think he'll be in a good position. But right now, we got an army moving out here for DaGrassAssn, which I don't think is personally enough to be able to deal with this. We can check the army value right now. And it's very gas heavy here on the Ravagers. But we got a move out here from GiveMeCake. Widowmine's burrowing, losing a bunch of them. And we got Marauders coming down here. I think he can just stim into this army and take it out, personally. And Widowmine's taking out some roaches there. And looks like he's pulling the SCVs. He wants to keep this 4th command center. Liberator burrowing, and he gets taken out. Bile shots only taking out a few Widowmines. And looks like GiveMeCake's going to pull back into his 4th base. He needs to get back on mining and continue his production. His money is starting to spiral out of control, but he has a very high potential for production. But looks like Widowmines are getting taken out. Not a very good investment. Needs to swap these out for tanks. Tank's definitely a lot more viable against a Roach Hydra Ravager composition as opposed to Widowmines. You really only want to make Widowmines against someone who's going for Mutilating Bane. I mean, otherwise you're just kind of wasting your production there. So it looks like he has actually discontinued the production on the factories. He should just swap these out and get more barracks down. But we got a really nice concave here for GiveMeCake. Taking out a small group of units in the back and moving down this little pathway. Stemming across the map. 13 roaches in production. Lurker Den. And 14 Ravagers. Wow. He needs to get on top of that right now and take them all out. We have a max supply Zerg here with an upgrade advantage on creep against a very weakened Terran army. Not looking good here for GiveMeCake. He needs to pull back to a more defendable position and get siege tanks or liberators. This bio army is very weak, very soft right now. We do have this planetary fortress here. If he's able to repair that, he might be able to hold. But only part of his army is attacking right now. GiveMeCake in a lot of trouble right now. 130 supply to 187. SCV's being pulled. Bio coming down here, stemming, getting right on top of it, but I don't think he has enough to take out this Zerg army. That's just too much Zerg. And he gets a full surround on the army. Liberator sieging. Ravager's going to take that out right away. And I think that's going to be game number 1, you guys. GiveMeCake not spending his money enough. He's not mining enough gas. 3rd base lifted. All the SCVs going down. Running up here into the main. Instantly killing the supply depot. And a tough position to be in as a Terran player, that's for sure. Medevac's trying their best, but it's not going to be enough. And GG is called, you guys. Game number 1. Going to strategic innovation.